All right, Virgo, I actually felt empowered by this. But I think that, for far too long, you have been doing things for the benefit of others, which is funny because I think I said the same thing for Cancer. But there are obligations that have been burdening you, and it's time to let that go now. There are sacrifices that are going to have to be made, but it is for your betterment. So sacrifice, renunciation, offering, letting go, and guilt. Now, guilt does talk about how you may be doing something for someone else, enabling another person when they need to be doing things for themselves. And you should not feel guilty about saying, you know what, I'm letting this go. You need to take care of yourself. You are no longer my obligation. Now, somebody may be making you feel guilty, like you should be there for them, doing things for them, but it's not about that anymore. Because it's really about you feeling bad about letting something go. But this is also talking about awareness and awakening to the fact that you've been self-sacrificing. This talks about self-care, needing to care for yourself now. You cannot be a burden by the obligations of others when it is not your responsibility anymore, And for some of you, yeah, it could be that you may be feeling guilty because you're letting somebody go. But I think it's really because, Virgo, there is nothing you can do to help this person. They really need to help themselves. All right, Virgo, here we go. Here is your overall shit. The Page of Swords. So with the Page of Swords being the overall, there may be some difficult news that is going to create a setback for you. But for some of you, though, this could be dealing with someone, though, and it's funny because I'm looking at guilt and I'm thinking about somebody who is purposely using information in a way where it's like they get what they want out of you, but you may be seeing it for what it is. Somebody who feels like entitled, right? But we'll see how the Page of Swords is playing out. This one frustrates me because I don't like the idea of information being used in a way that is beneficial to one party, especially when it comes to half-truths, half information, but we'll see here. This could be just some upsetting news that kind of sets you back a little bit, but you're going to be able to handle it. But on the other hand, again, I don't know, I kind of get the feeling this has to do with a person who is like manipulating you. Okay. In the past, the Five of Swords. Now, when we talk about sabotage with this one, I do think, again, that this is going to have to do with someone that you need to just let go of now. Wow, man. But the Five of Swords is the past could be talking about somebody who has done something very hurtful to you in order to get their way, especially with the Page of Swords. And communication more so stands out, saying certain things. But this could be, fighting between you and another person here. I don't think that this is describing your actions from the past because of your oracle cards. I don't feel like because of your actions that you feel guilty and you need to continue to do something. No, I think that somebody is trying to guilt you into continuing to do things for them. And this is where the sacrifice is coming in. You don't owe anybody anything, is what I want to say. But the thing is the truth here is that you may have been enabling this person. And I really do think that this is going to be somebody that you're dealing with. But clearly here in the past, they were willing to do whatever it took to get what they wanted. And they weren't really concerned about your thoughts or your feelings. Oh, Virgo. All right, in the present moment, the Five of Cups, it's not a happy situation, right? They may have really hurt you, really let you down, really disappointed you. But the thing is when we're talking about awakening, I really think that you are starting to see this, but I also think that you're finally getting to the breaking point where you're kind of like losing hope in that. This kind of, relationship that you have with this person can be repaired, and this could be any relationship. But like I said, I really believe that this is going to be for those of you who are dealing with one person in particular who has treated you like shit in the past, straight up. but they are communicating with you now. But because of your oracle cards, this is manipulative. But I'm hoping that, you're getting past this now and getting past this idea of, that things could work or things that could get better, because you're hurt here. Okay, future conditions, the Seven of Wands, and I like this because I think that, you do kind of hit that breaking point, and here's the awakening. This is where you are speaking very directly to this person and going, oh no, what you're saying is in direct opposition to the truth. And I think that you are kind of like setting, a standard here of what you will not accept from this person anymore. But this is you standing up for yourself here. And it's not fighting for this person anymore, defending this person anymore, because the Five of Cups preceding that is saying no, because it's become too emotionally devastating. But the thing is what I want to say, Virgo, is why are you continuing the conversation? Yeah, okay. That would be why. I love it when my questions are immediately answered. The Two of Swords being your best path to follow. This is not an easy thing. It's not an easy thing to let go of or to sacrifice. There may be a belief here that there is still something here that can bring, this connection back into like harmony. But I don't think that you would ever be able to let go of the fact that this person has treated you this way and has hurt you this deeply. But you're still continuing this conversation, and here you are with the Two of Swords being your advice, saying, hey, it's time to take the blindfold off now. You're going to have to make a choice. You have to cut this out, because this is all it's ever going to continue to be. Conversations that go nowhere. We're not getting to a solution. And you're getting to the point where you're having to be, very defensive. Like, do you not get it? Are you not hearing me? That's what I feel like is happening here. But you have to make the choice to get rid of this. But it's not an easy thing to do. But I think that you're going to get pushed to the point where you become more aware, where, you're not blinded anymore, right? But you're still going to be required here to make that kind of choice. It sucks, but it needs to go. This person needs to go. Because they may continue to sabotage things in the future for you if you don't. Okay, in your environment, the King of Wands. Okay, so this is definitely going to have to do with something external to you. Like I've always said, when it comes to the Kings, it's what is happening externally, action that's being taken, where the Queens are more receptive, what we internalize. But because of it being in your environment, I think that this is clearly pointing to a person. Could be male or female, could be talking about fire sign here with the King of Wands. But the way that this person is acting, the thing is what I feel like here is what's upsetting is that there is a connection and there is a passion there. And I think that this person does pursue you. But I also think, though, that this is somebody who is very erratic because of the Page of Swords being the overall. Now, the other part of this, though, too, with the King of Wands being in your environment, looking at the Page of Swords, this could be, the conversations that you're having about certain information having to do with this person that has been very upsetting. But their past actions kind of show you that what is being said, even though it may be secondhand, is the truth. Because they've shown this part of themselves to you before. Okay? But I understand how this can be devastating. Because there was like a true connection, true passion, right? And I almost feel like the way that this person pursued you, is something that's not easy to let go of. Which is why, you remain in this place of being emotionally devastated by the way that they treated you. Like it almost wasn't expected. Wow, man. Okay, your hopes and fears, the Four of Cups. Straight up here, this is you getting to the point where you're afraid that you're just not, gonna get that offer that you're wanting from this person, that they're not going to try to make the situation better, and then not only that, but you're getting to a place where these emotions cannot be restored, because it's like the same things keep repeating themselves with this person. You know, no matter what kind of tact you use to change the conversation or get them to see, you know, what you are speaking up about, it's like, this person, I think, is incapable of change. They may say to you that they're trying, but I think that, you know, you're fearing that that's just not ever going to happen. But not only that, but losing interest, you know. But I don't think that that's a bad thing in this situation. But, you know, it sucks in terms of being, you know, emotionally blah. It's just whatever. You know, and even if this person does come through with a better offer, like, look, hey, you know, here's this Ace of Cups. Can we do this again? You're going to be like, I don't know. You know, I don't know. Now, for some of you, you may be fearing that the other person has completely lost interest, though, too. Wow, man. Oh, and then coming out the Knight of Cups. And here's the thing. Okay, this person may be coming through in the future, like I said, you know, especially with the Four of Cups, like, here's this cup, let's refill this, let's restart this, right? But the thing is if I'm looking at this person's actions, especially from the past, what the overall is and the way that they're coming out, this isn't good. This looks like somebody who is just going, you know, wherever their emotions are leading them, but if their emotions changed, you know, they may withdraw this kind of like offer to restart things with you. Like, oh, no, my feelings have changed. I'm going this way. You know, follow through is always important with the Knight of Cups because emotions change. But I think that if this person is coming towards you again, there are some things that you're going to want to talk about with them. But I don't think that you're going to get very clear answers from them. You may feel like they are lying to you or not being forthright about certain things, and you may be like literally pulling receipts here and bringing up text messages and shit with Seven of Wands going, but we need to talk about this. But it's because of your feelings surrounding this person that I think it's going to make it hard for you to make the choice to say no. So there are two ways for me to kind of look at justice coming out on this with the Knight of Cups. You know, this may be you shutting this down, and that is what is fair and balanced. This is what's going to balance the scales for you. But you have to make the choice to do that, right? Now, on the other hand, though, this could be this person making amends here, trying to balance out the situation. But what I don't like here is that there was stability at one point, but again, their personality and their behavior seems to be sticking out to me more so than anything. They may be trying to appear as the King of Wands, like, look, I'm making these changes, I'm a different person, but really they're not, because mentally they're not there. So again, they're the ones that mess this up because it's directly linked to them. And this is how you are feeling about this. At some point there was stability. You have built something together here. There is this connection. There is this passion. You are enjoying life together. But something happened here in the past. There may have been a big blow up, a big fight. This person may have said some very devastating things. But clearly there is a need to kind of repair this. And I think that that's what they're trying to do. But I don't really know that, you know, their personality has changed enough. Because again, I'm kind of going back to this feeling of you're enabling them. Right? So with the Page of Wands, here is where this kind of like communication is coming through. But the thing is you may still be hurt over what has happened with them in the past. And they're talking about, you know, we can take a new path. We can restart this. Something different can happen here, right? And I do believe that there is a part of them that truly believes this. But I don't think that they've done the inner work that they really need to do. I really don't. But clearly the communication is coming through. But because you're the Five of Cups and your fears being the Four of Cups, I think you already know where this path is going to lead. And I think that's why here we're trying to, you know, communicate that things need to be corrected. Things need to be fair and balanced. You can't flake out. You can't go back to how you were, right? And you can't, you know, be flaky with your emotions either. If you're going to come through and try to make things right, then damn it, you better see something good out of this. But I think that, you know, your fears are understandable considering, you know, the way that they've acted before. But let me just say that, Virgo, this is up to you. This is really up to you. And it's really up to what is going on here with the Page of Swords in terms of conversation and clearing some things up. You know, because the decision is going to have to be made here. What is the truth, right? But this person has done you wrong. Done you wrong. And this could be anybody. You know, it doesn't necessarily have to be a romantic relationship. But there are a lot of emotions that are tied into this. And into this person. And this is something that I think that you, or I should say someone, because I'm going back and looking at sacrifice and guilt and all of this, and it's like, this is somebody that it's hard for you to let go of them. It's hard. And I look at the King of Wands and think about the personality there and the good side, right? The good side you may have seen. And that's what could be making this more difficult. But with justice coming out here, if it's a decision that is in your hands here, you have to do what is going to create fairness and balance for you. And that could be cutting this person out. Or, you know, it could be that you're no longer willing, if I could talk right, to sacrifice any more of yourself for this person. They have to start putting in the legwork, so to speak, here to make things right. And if they do, then, you know, maybe it'll be easier for you to make a decision here that you're going to be okay with. But I just don't like the idea of you having to kind of like, you know, set the standard here on what is acceptable and what isn't with this person because you think that they would know better. This is what I feel like looking at this. With magic, we're talking about, you know, experiencing the magic in life, right? How things just magically happen to create prosperity. But the thing is you just have to be right now. There is nothing that you need to do in order to gain this prosperity. And I think that once you let this go, and honestly, Virgo, I really think that you need to let this person go. Once you do that, something is going to happen that's going to change your perspective on life with magic. Prosperity starts to come in. And it's going to be one of those things where you get to just sit back and let it flow into your life. You don't have to do anything but let this go. That's it. That's all you have to do. You know, and like I said, it is your choice. Nobody can tell you what to do here. And like, I get it. I understand. And great adventure. Take a risk. Venture forward, right? Get out of what you already know, what you've already seen. Because this kind of situation with, you know, a person like this could be preventing you from experiencing the passion and pleasure that you deserve, right? But it's time for you to savor your life here and go on bigger adventures. You know, experience different people, different situations. Don't stay stuck in the same pattern and don't feel guilted to do so either, right? But it starts with you needing to let something go.